you have to take the shot. But you can't be out here shooting from half court if your name isn't Steph Curry. You gotta know your shot. NANI? Dynamite! I'm slouched down in my chair, so you already know what it is. Hey, how you doing? My name's Heero. This is the Identity Booth. I was prepared to have a full-length conversation about why young men are having such a difficult time approaching women and talking to women, and what they could possibly do to do that. But then I was on my friend's podcast. His name's Black. I don't know what he names his podcast. He's just fucking around on Facebook, and I think he wants to start a podcast. But he definitely has posed a great question about, like, how do women want to be approached? And I feel asking women how they want to be approached is the equivalence of asking a woman what she wants for dinner. You're not going to get a real answer. A good man is prepared to give options, not be an option, right? If you know your woman is indecisive about eating, I would take that approach to most things when you're dealing with women. Give them options. Don't give them decision. And don't hit me with this, oh my God, you're taking away from... No. I'm talking about low risk, low stakes situations. We're talking about dinners. We're talking about conversations. If you're talking about something that falls in the lines of money management, relationship goals, I don't think you should be giving her options in that. I think you should be hearing her opinion on those things, getting the facts of those things. But low level things like what to eat and shit like that, not an authority, but a certain sense of care. Because when you come with options, it implies that you've thought of the do's and don'ts. You've thought of the day of the week. You've thought of the meals that have come and the meals that are to come. Dare I say, you're a little bit more prepared to have a big boy conversation at that point. But this whole question of how to approach a woman isn't a question you can ask a woman, I don't think. Because what is the answer? It's fairly simple. Come with a woman with confidence, respect, and be mildly interesting. Mildly interesting. That's it. Those are the three things. Respect, confidence, and mildly interesting. Act and think about those things in the big picture of everything. Those are the general things you need to be successful in things. Show me a person who's bad at talking to women. I'll show you a person who's bad at interviewing for jobs, bad at negotiating for things he wants, bad at expressing himself. And if you're one of these people that fumble over your words, it's further proof that your vernacular and your capabilities to have a confident, respectful, interesting conversation ranks very low. So for all the men out there that are going to make this plea and ploy, I can't talk to women because of them, or whatever 100 variations of that argument you're going to make, I'm here to tell you, it's not the woman's job to appease you. If we're truly basing this off of fittest male, the fittest males, that's part of the mating call. And your call is weak as fuck, my guy. Clap it. Your shit's weak. And if we're being real, that means your genetic line should die off. Woe is me. No. We're not going to let you die. Relax. Take a deep breath. You got to be able to articulate yourself. And a big part of being able to articulate yourself is actually understanding what the fuck you know about yourself. What makes you interesting? What makes you worth being paid attention to? All of these things can really be defined through your experiences in life. I have a bunch of experiences in life that make me way easier to approach in life. Now, granted, I have a lot of things going for myself. I'm a 6'5", 300-pound black man that used to play in the NFL, have multiple degrees. I make over six figures, well over six figures. I can travel and live wherever the fuck I want, and I don't have any kids. I'm extremely fuckable. That is what I'm trying to say. Clap it up. It's something I get to be able to see. I have the ability to have women being thrown at me. I'm currently in a situation I really like. Got myself a little girlfriend. I'm happy. She locked me down. She did it. enthusiastically. But I'm here to help you figure out how you're going to get locked up, get booed up. It's important that you understand what is on your resume. Because forever and a day we will say to women, what do you bring to the table? I often have to remind men who ask that question, who are fucking idiots, by the way. Don't ever, guys, straight up stop asking that question. Because if your response isn't, I bring the house which the table sits in, there's nothing you can say that makes you any more valuable than that answer. And if that's not the answer you can say, then shut the fuck up. You can't pay all her bills. If you can't pay all her bills and make her come, shut up. Shut up. Stop saying that shit. You look dumb. So with that being said, I then take it a step further and say to myself, okay, we're talking about respect, we're talking about confidence, and we're talking about being mildly interesting. So let's take it piece by piece. Respect. Time and place. You got to know the time and place. This is a double-edged sword. If you're the strongest person in your gym, you can go and talk to anybody in the gym. If you're the weakest person in your gym, you can go and ask anybody in the gym for help. You see what I did there? You see how I made a weakness still seem approachable? You see how I made a strength seem appealing? Anytime you have a situation where a workout is involved, your objective isn't to go up to a woman and try and coach her on the workout. Your objective is to try and ascertain information on why the workout needs to take place. Oh man, what's that exercise do? Oh, it's definition for this. Let them talk themselves into your arm. Women love to talk. I don't know why men don't let them just do what they're good at. They love to talk. Talk your fucking ear off. Like there should be a podcast about it almost. But what if it's not a gym? What if it's in the line at Starbucks? What if it's the thing of this? If you're in front, you want to know how to start a fucking conversation. And man, it's kind of crazy because it comes down to money. But bravado is an expensive trait to have. Someone in front of you or someone behind you that you want more question, you want to start a conversation. Hey, can I buy her drink, please? Make an announcement about it. Get everyone's attention. Is it a little bit embarrassing? Sure. Can she deny you in prime time? Sure. But and it's happened to me. I've offered to buy a girl's drink. She said no. And a girl, you can buy my drink. Okay. Because some people want it bad enough. But it was always with respect. If I chose to be negative approach, that girl would have seen it and been like, oh, I don't want him by me. If I chose to maintain positivity, it'll come to you. You have to take the shot. But you can't be out here shooting from half court if your name isn't Steph Curry. You got to know your shot. I think that whole thing, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, that's not true. In the real world, that's not true. Because if you out here shooting from half court, the coach gonna bench your ass the moment you miss that shot. There's a reason why Steph Curry could do it and Shaq didn't. If Shaq was doing that, he would never get to make a shot. He would never get to make the shot he could make because he was lacking discipline. So that's how I take that whole respect thing. Be respectful in your approach. Smell good. Take a bath. Speak clearly. Speak with confidence. And while we're on the topic, let's talk about that confidence, because we talked about respect and the confidence. Let me straighten my fucking posture up so I can have this real ass conversation with y'all. What stands out about you? Without you saying a word, what stands out about you? And if you go to height, if you go to your muscles, I'm telling you, you got the game all fucked up. Those are things anybody can see. What's something that someone would only see, smell, or even understand about you standing close to you? I often get asked a question about my cologne, because one thing that's special and unique about my cologne that I really like is it's very soft. And whenever my friends ask to use my cologne, they always dump a lot on them. Say like, man, I can't smell it. And I always used to tell them, my guy, The objective of wearing cologne isn't to be smelled across the room. It's to be held closer when you try to leave from being close to them. If they can smell you across the room, everybody, you're bogging the shit down. You really want a situation where she can only smell it if she's close to you. That's what you really want. You want to get a compliment about your cologne because they're close enough to compliment you. And that's the objective, right? The confidence comes from your swagger. It's that big dick energy. Everyone has it, but not everyone knows how to wield it. Some people let it. It's like grabbing a big ass weapon you don't have the strength for yet. You gotta know how to swing your shit. You feel me? And a lot of people aren't privy to that. So let's talk about it in real life statures. Presentation, hygiene, very important. Guys, brush your hair, clean your fingernails, wear clean clothes, take a bath, smell good. If you can do that, your confidence will boost automatically. Have a routine that dictates to people when they see you, makes it sound like you actually know what the fuck you're doing. Like your life isn't a complete mess. A routine is very important about building confidence because the more you understand about certain systems, the more confident you are to speak on them, which goes into the third part, being interesting. Everybody can be interesting. Want to know how I know? Because I cried at the end of Boku no Hero Season 5, and I get giddy and talk about Boku no Hero to girls who don't even watch anime. Your interests are interesting. You are interesting. Now, putting that on paper or articulating that could be the thing that's difficult for you. And that's what you got to get good at. You got to get good at that articulation. Practice in the mirror. I tell this to people all the time. Practice for your interviews, practice with your friends, practice with your mom. And you don't have to tell people you're practicing. You could just slide up on people and use your phonetic, your jokiness, your friendliness on the people you already know. And if they hit you with that's weird or that's funny or that's cool, well, if you think your friends and the people that actually care about you have good feelings and vibes about you, then that'll work in the real world too. It's not as complicated as people make it, but I think you have to break it down to these very childlike examples so that people who've never experienced it can go out and try it. Break it down to me like I'm 5. So when I get asked the question these days, is dating more difficult? The record shows yes, there's more single men than ever. But I do believe men are engaging in dating more than ever. They're just not probably getting married at the same rate. And I think the reason why they're able to engage in dating is because of access. There's no way in hell, you tell me dating is in the dumps. I think dating has evolved and changed, but that comes with the territory, right? We now have access to women not only in our city, our town, our state, but throughout the country. You can date people all over the country, all over the world if you want to, because of these apps. But it doesn't change anything if you can't go out and actually engage with these people, because the ultimate goal of every dating app is to actually meet the person in person. Whether you're just down to fuck, or you're trying to have a child and raise a family together. You still got to get up and go play. You still got to get up and go train. And I'll say this, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. The art of talking to people, the art of getting to know people is a skill. And that's a skill you have to develop. That's a skill you're going to have to get better at. And I have faith in you. I believe you. And I want to see you be good. So let me know in the comment section what you seem to be having difficulties with when it comes to engaging with women. I'll do my best to get in the comment section and try and give you some pointers and advice. Like I said, it's not going to be able to do my way because I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, and I'm sexy. But you can be... I'm such an asshole. But trust me, you can do it. You can find someone who's going to love you and appreciate you for who you are. And I think as long as that's your goal, if that's your goal, to end up with somebody that appreciates you, you're going to go far, kid. All right? So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. We're done here.